Here is a task for you. Tell me an adjective that starts with E and that means fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. Do you have that word in mind? Nah, don't Google it. I'm sure many of you know the word, heard it many times, but just can't recall it right now. This knowledge of the words and the ability to recall the right word at the right time indicates your level of vocabulary. And today's topic is all about building an advanced vocabulary. I'm going to share 3 important tips to develop a strong vocabulary that you don't struggle to find words for your thoughts. By the way, the word you are looking for is eloquent. Hello and welcome to BBR English. I'm Varshit and let's start with today's video. Building a rich vocabulary is not as hard as you think. There are 3 simple principles you need to follow to develop a wide collection of words. So here are those 3 principles. Principle number 1, practice with consistency. Principle number 2, learn new words. And principle number 3, have real conversations with real people. So what do really all these 3 principles involve and how you can execute them in your life? Let's go through them one by one. First, practice with consistency. This is something that is applicable everywhere in life, no matter if you want to practice for a marathon or an exam. It's always better to practice on a daily basis than spend time over a weekend. Consistency is what really drives regular behavior and overall growth. To practice consistently, first of all, you need to block a particular time in your calendar. It may feel like there is something or the other happening every single day, but just find a time in your day for the practice session to occur. And maybe just before you go to sleep or just after you wake up, choose that time. Doesn't matter, but make sure that you have a regular time when you practice at least for 30 minutes. It's very crucial. The second principle is to learn new words. It's a very simple thing to do, and the most common technique for that is you write the list of words down along with their meaning and try to memorize them. Or you could use a flashcard approach to try to remember as many words as possible, or maybe go for spaced repetition by quizzing over a period of time. And all of these are good strategies, but none of them are great. And the reason for that is our brain is not very competent at remembering information. Yes, some people are better at it than others. However, not everybody is good at recalling information. And also with time, we tend to forget the information once memorized. You want to be able to build vocabulary that is part of your life and not one of things that you remember for a week or maybe a month and then forget about it. To learn new words, you have to understand how learning vocabulary just happens. It happens by being able to understand where the word can be used, what is the specific tone and emotion of the word, and how exactly the word has to be applied. So here is my suggestion for you. Take a pen and paper or open Google Docs. Write down 10 words and their meanings that you want to learn and remember. Now when trying to memorize the words, read those words and the meanings 3 to 5 times out loud. Out loud is important. You must hear those words and build a short story around those words, ensuring their usage. Don't focus too much on their plot and characters, but just on the application of words. When you put effort to apply those words, it will be easier to remember them in the future. That's the trick. It can be a struggle initially, but don't stress too much about word building. Just develop a coherent tale in which the usage of the word looks organic. Try to notice the feel and emotion behind a word while applying it, because emotion stays with us for a long, long time. As the poet Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. The word chocolate evokes happy memories while the word snake evokes fear inside us. I hope this example clears the point. By doing this regularly on a daily basis, soon you will find that your vocabulary is improving at a great pace. Another technique to learn new words is to write. Write down 10 to 15 lines of your own and search for more advanced synonyms for some of the words in your write-up. You can use an online thesaurus or just Google. Notice how a sentence changes by application of those words. This way your ability to retain new words will improve greatly. And while doing all this, remember to enjoy the process of learning. Otherwise, you will get stressed and demotivated very easily. Enjoying the process is the key. Finally, the third principle to building vocabulary is to use the learned words in real conversations. Don't wait for big moments like presentations, speeches, meetings, etc. to apply your vocabulary. That will never work. Instead, focus on practicing new words in routine conversations. Select 4 to 5 words each day and use them in your daily conversations with people around you. Use short and simple sentences so that you get comfortable with the usage and pronunciation of the word. Practicing new words in real conversations will develop your confidence and strengthen your memory. So to conclude, I would like to remind you again that learning vocabulary is not so hard. Remember, the goal is not to memorize as many words as possible, but to learn and practice new words so that they become an inherent part of your speech. Having said that, you should also keep in mind that building vocabulary is not about using unnecessary complex words just to sound intelligent. Vocabulary is a core tool for communication. A great communicator uses right words at the right time. So apply these three principles and start building a strong vocabulary today. In fact, you can just start right now. Here's what you have to do. Search 5 new words and put them in the comment section with their meanings. This way you will have a lot of new words and comments for others to learn. I will highlight the comment consisting of the most useful words. Till then, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, like and share with your friends and subscribe to BBR English for more such amazing communication techniques. I will be back soon.